What's up guys, welcome back to Seize the Speed for another video, and today we're going to be talking about a hot news that just got dropped by Toyota. So yesterday Toyota USA posted on Instagram this reel right here with a caption, "Nothing better than a comeback story, the legend returns," with a bunch of Land Cruiser logos from the 70 series, the FJ40, all that stuff. And that has me alongside a lot of you Toyota enthusiasts wondering what the heck this actually means. So if you know anything about the Land Cruiser history, and specifically Land Cruiser history in the United States, from the 100 series and beyond, we only got one option. We only were allowed to order the Land Cruiser in one configuration with the biggest engine, which was the 5.7 liter V8 on the 100 series, and then also later on the 200 series. Unfortunately, we never got the diesels here. We never got a V6 manual basic Land Cruiser with just cloth seats. This led up to the price being way too much for a Toyota for most people. You know, people know Toyotas in the US as affordable. As I was saying, people in the United States know Toyotas as an affordable SUV. You know, we have our 4Runners and Tacomas starting around the high 30s, low 40s, and paying for a Toyota truck, even though it was a 7-seater, more luxurious option, was just out of the question for most, unless you knew, if you know, what the Land Cruiser was capable of. So the truck didn't sell, go figure. So for the 300 series, when they released it, we got hit with the sad news that the Land Cruiser will be axed for the North American market. Ever since then, Toyota has done their best to fill out this gap, releasing a gorgeous new Sequoia that's not as much of an afterthought as the previous couple generations were. This thing actually looks like it was meant to be. It's a solid SUV. It has good articulation, unlike the older models. It can actually go off-road, and it's built on the same chassis as the Land Cruiser, also utilizing the same 3.5 liter V6 twin turbo as the 300 series, but still, it's not a Land Cruiser. So for the last 2 years, myself alongside a lot of other Toyota enthusiasts have been looking at Land Cruisers in a different light. We've been looking at them like, this is it. These are the only Land Cruisers we're gonna have for at least another 25 years till we can import the 300 series. But Toyota just came out and changed their narrative. Last week, Lexus came out with the Lexus GX550, the new generation of the Lexus GX since, God knows, probably 2009 was when that car was last updated. And the GX, if you guys don't know, shares a platform with the Toyota Prado, or the Land Cruiser Prado overseas, which is a less expensive version of the Land Cruiser based on the GX chassis. Now this, in conjunction with this release of a new Land Cruiser for the North American market, leads most of us to believe that the Land Cruiser that's going to be coming to the US is indeed not the 300 series, but a Land Cruiser Prado based on the GX550. This makes sense both from the price point thing that I talked about. This will be a Land Cruiser nameplate, but not $100,000. It'll be super capable. It wouldn't be too big or bulky. It'll be able to hit a lot of the rougher terrains without getting scratched up as much. Also, the GX550 is going to have the same 3.5 liter V6. There will be hybrid options, of course. It'll tow 8,000 pounds, carry 7 people in its largest seating configuration. Of course, the off-road version is going to be only a 5-seater. So this is all well and dandy. This hopefully, based on what we were hearing, the GX base model will be starting around the 60s. So maybe the Land Cruiser will start in the 50s somewhere. And this all sounds solid. Here's some pictures of what some Japanese websites have assumed it'll look like. I think it'll look a lot closer to the GX550, just with a Toyota badge on it and a couple of lesser options, I guess. It'll be a sweet vehicle. The GX550 already looks amazing, but there's a big but here. As you guys can see behind me, I'm a pretty big 4Runner enthusiast. And the question is, the Prado in the other markets serves as a 4Runner alternative. except a few, you know, UAE markets where you guys are lucky, you get everything. But most countries either get the Prado or they get a Hilux Surf or a 4Runner or something like that. Now the question is, what about the 4Runner? Where's the new one? They just released the Tacoma about a month ago. It looks incredible, by the way. It's going to be killing the midsize truck section. They released the GX, and now there's the, you know, everybody hanging, wondering where the heck is my 4Runner. So this news could maybe, possibly mean the demise of the 4Runner as we know it. If they want to bring a vehicle on that same platform, you know, it'll make no financial sense to sell both of them alongside each other, especially if they will share engine options, you know, trims, same price points. Correct me if I'm wrong, but from, you know, Toyota needing to get with BMW to build a sports car, I don't think they have a budget to redesign all these vehicles, especially if two of them are going to do the exact same thing alongside each other. Now, there is a possibility this would be something of a 70 series lookalike or a FJ cruiser, Land Cruiser type of deal, which would make a little bit more sense, especially since there was a FJ Cruiser electric concept that came out a couple years ago. But, you know, we don't know for sure until this is out. But if there is a Prado coming to the US, there's a high chance that the 4Runner will need to go away. Now, another theory with this, which I heard on TFL, I'll put a link down in the description to the video I watched by them. It was a pretty good analogy, but I don't think it's too close to reality, to be honest, with you know, the platform sharing and all the cost savings that are going on nowadays. I don't think it makes a whole lot of financial sense. But they were mentioning that what if they bring the Prado as a, you know, 7-seater, kind of what the 4Runner does now, and then we take the 4Runner, we don't make it this humongous vehicle that all of these cars are becoming. We actually maybe make it a little bit smaller, and with removable hardtop and the doors, kind of like the first-gen 4Runner, especially with the return of the Bronco now, and also the Jeep Wrangler selling like hotcakes. This could, you know, be the ultimate truck if Toyota decided to go that route, and also them waiting so long to redesign this could maybe point into that direction, which I think would be incredible. But again, all these development costs are going to add up fairly quickly, so I think it's a little bit far from reality for us to get that. Maybe they'll sell the 5th gen for another couple of years, who knows? So that's as far as I know, guys. So I want to hear you guys' opinion. So let me know, what do you think? What do you think the new Land Cruiser is going to be like? Do you think they're just going to bring the 300 series and call it good? Do you think it's going to be a Prado? Do you think that the 4Runner is going to get axed? Just let me know. Let me know what you guys think. I read all the comments. I'll respond. If I hear anything else about the Land Cruiser, trust me, there will be a new video up. But for now, please smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're not, and stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Peace out, and I'm out.